Hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this, welcome. I am glad you're here. My name's Briget Boyle, and I'm the founder of Unleash Your Voice, and I show up here every Monday and Thursday for a nice vocal warm-up. And I invite you to join me in opening up your voice and singing as you are. That's my theme of the week. And I joined TikTok, and I've been putting up these 1-minute little videos of, early in the morning when I'm in my pajamas. I just do a little 1-minute warm up. So if you happen to be on TikTok, you can follow me there. It's a sweet platform. I'm really enjoying it, actually. And yeah, just really glad to be here today. Hello, good morning. Let's see. We've got Annie here. I'm so glad you're here. If anybody wants to let me know where you're tuning in from, I would be happy to know that, but also just your names, anything you're wanting to learn, if there's any questions you have or anything you'd like me to cover, I am open to hearing from you. And I think this morning I just wanted to kind of anchor in the idea that we can all make beautiful sounds with our bodies and with our voices. So I think it's really important to come at any sort of singing practice. Hey May, glad you're here. And I'm also glad to hear you're on TikTok. It's like, I don't know what's happening. It's totally changing my life, but I'll save that for another day. And Lori, hi, I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for showing up. Oh, Christy, I've been thinking about you. I hope you're doing okay in Austin. I'm sure it's very cold there. I'm hoping you have power and water. It's hard to always gauge exactly what's happening when you're watching news, and I'm just hoping you're doing okay. I've been thinking about you a lot. And hi, Philia from Brussels. I'm glad you're here. The sound is a bit soft. Thank you so much for letting me know. I'm going to move this microphone a little bit closer. Awesome. And hey, Katya from Germany. Glad you're here. Thanks so much for joining. And Megan from Calgary. Awesome. Glad you're here. Yeah, so I've been thinking a lot about sort of how we can get in our own ways with singing, and how I was looking around at some vocal coaches yesterday and found a lot of like sing better than anyone kind of vibe. And I was like, yeah, no. How do we sing as us? How do we sing as ourselves? How do we land in the center of who we are and sing from that place? So that's kind of the work that I like doing, because I feel like it can create more freedom of expression, less comparative mind, more sort of being present with who you are and what you're experiencing, and therefore, from my opinion, being able to sing more authentically. So hopefully, I think if you're here with me, that might be something you're seeking. And also, I think that doesn't mean don't work on your voice, don't strengthen your voice, that doesn't mean, that there isn't improvement that can't be made, but I think it has to come from a place of self-respect and love, and being your highest version of yourself. So that's what I'm working on today. So let's just start by taking 3 nice big deep breaths in and out. And inhale, relax it down into the belly. And out. Good, and relax in. And then release on a shh. Good. What I notice when I do that is that my there's a little more sort of tension in the air. I'm able to control a little bit more. I'm able to really feel the slow exhale of that low breath. So let's do that breath one more time, and then we'll release on a shh again. Shh. Awesome. Now roll your shoulders back. Oh my goodness, that feels good. And forward. As we're doing these physical warm-ups, I like to remind myself and anybody who's working with me that the more you can sort of embody the sound that you're making, the stronger and more connected it'll be. So that's why I like to do a good chunk of physical warming up at the beginning, because I think it's really important. So let's take our head in circles, opening up the neck, As you're doing this, if you want to make some sounds to match the feelings in your body, you're welcome to do that. Hey, Nancy from Berkeley. It is a little bit chilly out here. I actually sat outside this morning, and because I write morning pages every day, and or at least I attempt to. I have been lately writing morning pages every day, and I sat outside, and it was like the birds were singing, and it was just freaking beautiful. Hi, Carol. Nice to see you. Glad you're here. And then go in the other direction. If there's anything else your body's calling you to do, if you want to like jump up and down or like shake it out or energize in whatever way you feel is necessary to have a great day, go ahead and do that. We can also do a little chest pounding today, and even make some nice free sounds with that. Good, now let's yawn. Awesome, now we're going to take a nice glissando. Good. Move your head around a little bit more, and then go ahead and give yourself a little face massage so you can go up into the nose, and then do some circles over the sinuses, and then out into the jaw. Oh my goodness. Feels so good. Good, and then we'll do a little tapping. This was a good way to like wake up the resonance in your face and wake up your, this is your instrument, right? When we're singing. So it reminds me of like when you're about to play guitar and you stretch out your fingers, or you know, if you're about to play a hand drum or something, you can warm up the skin on it so that it sounds a little bit better. I like to think about that when I'm warming up my face and my apparatus. Now go ahead and stretch your tongue out. I really hope y'all are doing this with me, because it'd be kind of embarrassing if I was sticking my tongue out and nobody was doing it with me. Or not. Maybe it's not embarrassing. Maybe it's just as it is. And then bring your tongue up toward your nose. And then roll your tongue on the inside of your mouth. I like to hum as I'm doing this, because then I'm tying the motion to the stretching. Awesome. Now chew a little bit. Hum. Bring the resonance right to the front of your lips. And then right now I want you to think about that. Sweet. I'm so glad, Stacy. Yes. People are sticking their tongues out. I love it. It's like the best. So if you think about connecting the breath to the hum. So you breathe in, relax that area, and down deep into the belly, and then hum. And now as we're doing this, go ahead and go up and down and all over your range. Now we're going to open it up into a ma, 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 ma. Ma, 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 ma. Me, 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 me. All the while continuing to check in with that breath. Me, 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 me. Good. Mo, 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 mo. Mo, 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 mo. Finding as much resonance as you possibly can. Yeah, yeah. Now just play around with sort of just making some big open sounds. Meow, yeah, yeah. Meow, yeah, 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 yeah. Meow. Good. Now we're going to say meow. Meow. Just a few more of those. Meow. Going as far, as rangy as possible. So if you want to start really low and go really high, that is really great. Meow. Good. And one more of those. Meow. Awesome. Now we're going to take a nice glissando from the top down, and as we're doing this, I like to think about that drop of water that comes down a brick wall, and in the brick wall there's a little divot where the water could go in, but at that moment I want you to think about kind of pushing forward, really thinking about having a nice forward placement in your tone. And this is a way to sort of work the break and to kind of gently acknowledge the placement that you're having in your head voice, which is I'm having something I want to say here, which is that head voice, when you're doing this upper part of your register, thinking about lifting the back of lifting your soft palate. So let's talk about the soft palate for a second. So we've got the hard palate, which is the hard part of the upper of the inside of your mouth. So if you want to put your tongue on your hard palate, just to feel what that's like. And then if you bring your tongue a little bit further back onto the sort of mushy part, that's your soft palate. So when you're trying to access your head voice or your falsetto or the upper register of your voice, lifting that soft palate is really helpful for getting a nice forward placement, and therefore getting a stronger matched tone to your chest voice. So go ahead and we're going to do the glissando, starting up in the higher register, lifting the back of your soft palate, and then going down. So awesome. Let's do that one more time. Start as high as you feel comfortable with. And as you're doing this, I want you to think about not, I've seen a lot of people go, like there's this attack to it. So how can you gently allow that sound to come out of your voice? Okay, so start nice and high. Again, as high as you feel comfortable. If this is too high for you, or if you're not comfortable up there, that's okay. You can do what feels good, and find parts of your voice that you want to be working on if the high register is not feeling great. So now hum and chew again. Now we're just gonna go here. Ma me mi mo mu maya. And as we're doing this, think about relaxing your neck, having a nice centered sound where you're connected to the breath, and play around with the placement. So play around with how sort of resonant it is in the front. If you want to try it further back, you can do that. Just to kind of continually discover what your voice wants to do. Here we go. Ma me mi mo mu maya. 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 Great, now let's take a glissando there. Oh. Awesome. I just also want to say hi to Linda in Montreal. Glad you're here. And Claire from Big Lake, California. I'm glad you found internet. That's awesome. And Reggie Finley's here. That's so cool. Hi, welcome. So now we're just going to do some nice horse lips. So let's just start by doing a fifth where we'll go, and we'll go up with that, okay? If you have trouble with horse lips, you can say ya, 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 okay? And also if you have trouble, you can put your fingers in your cheeks. Here we go. Relax that neck.
Now take a nice glissando with that soft palate raised. Awesome. Cool. I'm going to tend to the chat here for just a second. And for those of you who are confused and are like, I'm not seeing any questions, I'm on a multiple different platforms. So there's people chatting on YouTube and people chatting on Facebook and people chatting on Twitch. So Philia, that's right. The soft palate thing, it's something I think as a singer who's been singing for a while, I've taken for granted, but I've been hearing a lot of talk about it and how important it is to get that nice forward placement. And I think it's things that I had been heading toward, but I wasn't sure how to articulate it. And I've learned some new things over the last few days, and it's been really exciting to learn that. So I'm happy to share it with you. Sorry it wasn't before you did your recording, but that's okay. And Rivka, we were talking about the soft palate, how it can be really helpful when you're in the upper range in terms of placement to raise your soft palate. And in case you didn't and you missed the soft palate part, it's the part behind your hard palate. So there's the part in the front of your mouth, which is a little hard, and then the part behind it, which is the sort of mushy part, and that's your soft palate. And if you raise that, you can access a little more proper placement. And in fact, it's a really good place to think about if you're trying to have good vocal technique for when you're just talking, like thinking about raising the soft palate a little bit can help you with that upward placement. So I know we're all spending a lot of time, not all, but a lot of people are spending a good amount of time on the internet and on phone calls and on Zoom calls, and we kind of get down into this area where we're like, okay, and there's this sort of flattening of the voice. So how can we kind of raise the roof of our mouths? Okay, I cracked myself up. I'm so glad y'all are here for me and my weird jokes. Actually, I want to do this one. So this one is, we're just going to sing a scale, and then there's a little bit of a melodic part that kind of, it's very easy, but it goes, ya, ya. So this is a warm-up that I learned from Svetanka Varimezova, and Paul's here from New York, and I'm so glad you're here. Crazy snow in New York. Yeah, all things are nuts. So I also, let me just slow myself down. I want to just take a moment to send safety and good energy to anybody who's struggling with the weather. And I know that there's a lot of issues happening right now, and I just want to send so much good energy and safety and whatever help. I mean, it's like one of those things where I feel, I'm just one tiny person in the Bay Area, but I think if we can all think about sending some warmth and power to the people in Texas, that might be a beautiful way to offer our energy to them. Susanna says, I find my range is limited with horse lips. I cannot do horse lips with the high range. Okay, that's really good to know, Susanna. And I think what that indicates to me is that there might be some tension going on. So as you're playing with the horse lips, maybe look around for like, where are you working harder than you need to work? And see if you can relax and soften those areas, and that might open up a little bit. I got a little distracted, and now I wanted to go, ya, ya. And this one's actually, there's 3 potential parts here. If you want to sing in harmony with me, you can just go, ya, which is a really great way to just practice singing a scale, and you just hold that ya while I sing the rest of the thing. The other part, so that's again, ya. You're welcome to sing that. Or there's a high part, ya, and then you just hold on that top note.
Okay, so those are the three parts, and we're just going to go for this. Ya, 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 ya. Now play around with the vowel a little bit, see how the shape of it is sitting. Ya, change to yay. Yay. Beautiful. Ye. Ye. So for me there, I needed, because ye is a little bit of a tighter vowel, I actually had to switch into sort of a more mixed tone or head voice. So listen to your voice, find the places, don't push too hard. If anything hurts, find your way toward ease and toward non-hurting, or just stop singing for a second and kind of relax. Let's go back to ya. Ya. Excuse me. Let's take a nice glissando. Take a moment, check in, see how you're feeling. Beautiful. I want to do one more thing up in the sort of higher register. And don't worry too much about like, am I in my higher register? I don't want you to get like caught up or concerned or scared of what we're doing here. I just want to play with, actually, I don't even bring that into the space. Let's just do some owl sounds like we did the other day. Thought that was really helpful for accessing the head voice. So we're just going to go, ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, Robin, I'm glad you're here. No worries, there's no late. You're here exactly when you need to be. Ooh, 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 ooh. Now, from that place of understanding that openness, that this is, again, coming back to the raising of the soft palate. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now go, ee, 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 ee. Oh, oh, oh. Ah. Oh, oh, oh. And then ooh again. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Beautiful. Now hum and chew. Cool. Let's go into a Bulgarian exercise. Let's go down today because we've been spending a lot of time up in the upper register and kind of going up. So let's do some dragano dragančice. And for those of you who are new around here, I've been singing Bulgarian music since like 20 years or so now. And one of my favorite parts of the way I've learned how to sing Bulgarian music is the use of little snippets of songs as vocal warm-ups and vocal exercises. And I think it's really cool as a way to not only wrap your mouth and your head and your voice around sort of vowel shapes and breath control and whatnot, but it's also it's a little bit closer to actually singing a song. So sometimes I feel like the warm-up situation can be so focused on just warming up. So what I look for is sort of the integration of what we're doing here into actually singing a song. And also, if you have a little time right after this video, I would love it if you would go and sing a song that you love. If you find something you could put on a song that you love on some streaming platform or whatever and sing along with it and just see how you feel after having warmed up for half an hour. Okay, here we go. So this one, just follow along. If you already know it, work on breath control, work on relaxing your ornaments, work on vowel shape. Listen to the vowels and think about hearing your own vowels and sort of adjusting them based on what you need, what they should sound like. If you're new to it, just follow along. You'll be able to get the melody. You can sing a high drone. Dragano, dragančice, or the low drone. Dragano, dragančice, or the melody, which goes like this. Dragano, dragančice, dragano, dragančice, dragano, dragančice, dragano, dragančice. I want to bring a little piece of awareness here into the idea that you're not going to move your notes using an H. So like on dragan, it's not dragan, dragančice. So just think about that. If you're noticing yourself using H's, pull them out. Dragano, dragančice, dragano, dragančice, dragano, dragančice, dragano, dragančice, dragano, dragančice. Have a nice upward feeling to this. Dragano, dragančice, dragano, dragančice. Let's see if I have one more. Dragano, dragančice. Awesome. Now take a nice glissando. Oh, and then go from the bottom up. Hum and chew a little bit. And then go ahead and take one more nice big deep breath in. And exhale. You've done good for yourself today. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so very glad to have this time with you guys, and I appreciate you showing up so much and being what animals can hear the lowest note of that when a bass sings it. Are you going to tell me a joke, Paul? That sounds like the beginning of a joke. And oh, Betsy, I want to say, I understand that feeling of losing your range after not singing for a while. And I think it's actually a really common thing that's happening for a lot of people who otherwise sing in choirs right now and have not been able to do it. And I think in order to like sort of to get to like be gentle as you're coming back to it, but also be consistent and start to bring some consistency and what am I trying to say here? If you warm up like 3 minutes a day, you'll start to recognize that your voice will come back pretty quickly. I think. The link doesn't work. Oh my goodness. Thank you for pointing that out. I will grab a link right here. Sorry. So I have this free warm-up PDF that I offer. If you join my email list for the Unleash Your Voice thingy, and this is a link, let's see if that works, where you can sign up for the warm-up, and you'll get the warm-up and a corresponding video that I did live a few weeks ago. And so it's a 3-page warm-up, and it goes through a physical warm-up, and then I forget the 3 parts because I'm tired. So anyways, I'm just so very grateful y'all are here, and thank you so much for oh, Stacy, my goodness, you are bringing something to my attention that needs fixing. So I will work on that. But I do think this other link that I sent will should work. I need an assistant. Yeah, so I am Briget, and thank you again for being here. If you'd like to shoot me a tip, my PayPal and Venmo information are down here. And it really helps me because I am an independent musician who lost all my income, and I was, getting really into running a choir and teaching in person and doing all these things, and then boom. I've had to shift my whole life to an online world, and so anything you can do to help me with that is great. Also, no pressure. Please don't worry about it if it's not in your wheelhouse right now to do that. And I want this to be for everybody. And then I also have the unleashyourvoice.me course, which is found here on the Unleash Your Voice website. And I'm teaching a workshop this Sunday called, it's a song for a love song. So I'll be teaching a love song in honor of February. And you can sign up for it on the unleashyourvoice.me website. It's $20 if you're not in the course. If you are in the course, it's free. So just however that works for you. And then there's also a couple other really great opportunities. There's the Master Bulgarian Singing Workshop that is being produced, and that's this Sunday also. There's actually 3 workshops on Sunday right in a row, and I'm the 3rd one. So if you decide to go to the other ones, it's totally cool. They're awesome. There's going to be the Household Harmonies one, which is taught by Hannah Levy. If you have people you like to sing with in your bubble, you can go to the Household Harmonies one and sing with them. There's the Master Bulgarian Singers Workshop, which I'll also throw a link in the chat after the live stream is over. And then my workshop, which is a love song workshop. So it'll kind of close out that day with a nice, sweet love song. So thank you so much for being here with me. And I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna decide today about a song. It's so hard to decide. I'm like a little bit of. I'm not the best decision maker. I'm learning, but it'll be a song. I believe it'll be a Lazuri song from sort of the Georgia, from Georgia. So that's what I'm leaning toward. And I love all of you, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you know anybody who would benefit from a vocal warm-up on Mondays or Thursdays, send them my way. And also there's a playlist on my YouTube channel of all the warm-ups I've done. So if you ever need a pick-me-up in the middle of the week, you can go there and watch those videos. That's enough from me. Have a great day, and I'll see you hopefully on Sunday. And if not, I'll see you next Monday.